If you want to learn how to trade just like me, join the community, click the private Discord link, sign up through this membership level, and you will gain access to weekly group mentorship calls for free. There's only one thing stopping this 70% pump from happening. We're going to discuss that in today's update. I just want to first start by saying thank you to all the supporters of the channel. And we're about 300 subs away from 7,000 subscribers. If you could help fight the YouTube algorithm by liking, commenting, subscribing and sharing these updates, it'd be much appreciated. Now, we have a potential move of 70%. I've made quite a similar video today on VeChain. It's pretty much the exact same things because it's quite a similar chart to the VeChain one. And we're looking to the left over here, an area of previous importance. After this dump down here, this was our low, then created a higher low over here, and with that gave us this huge pump where we topped out in the bull market. Now we have come back to that range. You can see that we are within these 2 points, so we're back underneath, well, back within that range, underneath the resistance, waiting for a breakout. We can actually see that if price does pump to the 200 EMA, bring us 70% move, it's actually only taken us to the range high. So that's why I'm very focused on this area to the left over here. What I'm going to do is show you from the top to the bottom of that range, drag it all the way across to where we are right now, and we can see that this area, the golden lines, as I'm measuring this move down, this area is the most important area because this is an area of retracement. So all you're doing is pulling back into here, looking for lower lows, but we put in that higher low over here, then broke the golden pocket, as well as clearing that 786. Look over here, we did find some resistance, so that's why we also need to break the 786 in this instance. And then the reversal wave is created where we look for these targets to be met, and we see that we topped out at the 2 Fibonacci at 40 cent. We did of course continue higher. I think it was about 59 cent that we topped out, somewhere around that area, 50 to 60 cents, and we've returned all the way back down to this range. So for a lot of people, this is where they were initially buying Hbar few years ago, back in 2020, in 2021 as well. This is where a lot of people were first getting into Hbar and experienced some insane amount of gains over here. When I personally got out, it was around this area, guys. I was seeing Bitcoin losing some bullish structure, so I was like, I'm just gonna get out alts, and it was around this area over here where I got out. So looking at this chart, the reason why I've pulled up this Fibonacci from the past is because we came all the way back down to that area. And remember guys, it was these golden lines that were meant to be resistance to send us to new lows. Everything changed when we pushed through them and confirmed them as support. So with that, by holding above this level, you're keeping the bullish path valid. And in fact guys, if I move this up a little bit, we can see that two targets were actually missed, 60 cent and 80 cent. I'm going to make a video this week about future bull market targets and how we could definitely go ahead and meet these levels. Stay tuned on the channel, make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell on, and share this video to any other people that you think would be interested in Hbar daily TA. So we could, of course, we're all here for the long-term goals, our long-term targets. But in these videos, we do the day-to-day analysis, whether it's going to go down in the short term or up in the short term. And any possible trades within those videos are there given to you guys. So yeah, just stay tuned with these updates. We came back down to the golden pocket where everything changed. That is how we got this bullish move to the upside. It was about turning this into support. So the fact that we're coming down there and we're seeing this act as a bottom is very good early positive signs. What I've marked out over here is the golden it's the golden pocket, but also this divergence that we're seeing at the golden pocket, which, remember guys, must hold a support if we want to go back and have a wave up like this, just like last time. In fact, go even higher. I'll make a video more specific on that. But we can see over here, we started to see disagreements between the chart and the indicator, where the indicator is showing momentum of money is actually coming in rather than out, but the chart is just showing lower lows. It's showing us that it's going to continue lower. We keep making lower lows. This is downtrend structure. And then out of nowhere on the indicator, it's actually showing a disagreement where money is starting to come in. And very soon after, we had this massive pump that topped out back in February of this year. And so with that, we ran into those key levels of resistance. Look at where that was, the 55 5-day moving average, but it was also our range high, the 1 fib level. Look at this previously when we were once holding it as support, had a big wick rejection. So we did actually penetrate into this lower band, but then we closed above it at the end of that week, at the end of that 5-day period. After so, a few weeks later, we came under and confirmed it as resistance. This is suggesting that we're now trapped within this range again. And it's quite interesting that when we got to the golden pocket, which was where we were able to have this shoot up into the sky, we need to confirm that as our bottom, and we've seen that with a bullish signal flashing down here. So that is basically telling us that this move down is complete, and now we're going to expect a rally. But what's interesting is this rally stopped at our range high, showing us that we're still trapped within this range, but this is actually showing us that this is currently the bottom. So we can actually say that we're trapped within this new range, but within the old one. And it's very important to keep holding this golden pocket over here. With that, we can see after this bullish divergence had the massive wave up, we have been holding the previous high of the range as resistance. And with that, you're meant to continue lower, but we can see we've put in a higher low. And this is where the new fibs come in from this low to this high. We can see that we've bounced off the 786 fib, the deepest that we can retrace is now marked out by this purple box over here. Just quickly look where the 0.5 Fibonacci is. So essentially by using this fibs, measuring this pump up, it's telling me where we should retrace to. Now that's the golden pocket between this blue box that I've just drawn out. But the 786 down here is the deepest before a reversal. And then we can see that we did actually reverse. But we've just reversed back into the 0.5 Fibonacci, where we've also found the 55 moving average. So for me personally, that's what's stopping us from getting the 70% pump from today's current price. It's all about that 0.5 Fibonacci, which also so happens to be the 55-day moving average. The 5-day moving average, my apologies, because we don't use this time frame too much, but I prefer it over the weekly time frame. So it's basically suggesting that it's this 55 moving average, and it was also the 0.5 Fibonacci. To get this continuation higher, we need to break through this key area, simply because a Fibonacci is a retracement tool. It shows us the levels we retrace to, and then we should get uptrend continuation, as the initial push was a bullish one. So the retracement is the bearish move, hold those key levels in which we did, and then we're looking for a break of the 0.5 Fibonacci, which was also the 55 5-day moving average, for a pump to our top of the downtrend. That's correct, guys, because as we are underneath the white line, we continue in a downtrend. So that would act as our top. And what's interesting is that's at the 1 Fibonacci, also where we previously found resistance here and here, which so happens to be our range high, everyone. So for now, the most that I could expect is a 70% move towards the 200 moving average on the 5-day time frame. What's standing in our way is the 55 moving average, sitting at 5773679, so 5.7 cent, or you could just round it up to 5.8 cent. Breaking that on this time frame would then open up the possibility of running back to the highs of the range, signaled by this wick over here, as well as that being the 1 Fibonacci, and previously where we found support, resistance, and so that's just a key level over here, key level of resistance, and we can see marked out by the 200 EMA as the top of the downtrend. So of course, if in the future we do get up there, then we'd have to reject. By that time we've got a new bullish cross, and then we must reclaim it to go to higher price targets. And for the following video this week, or sometime this week, I will be making a video on those higher price targets. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. There's 1 day left on my discounted course. It's £100. You get 3 months free in my chat, where you get two weekly group calls where I teach you guys live on how to trade. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Any questions, use the links in the description down below to head over to the website, or message me on Twitter before the end of the day. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, peace. If any of you are interested in learning how to trade just like me, there's multiple options. Click this ebook. It covers all the strategies that I use in these YouTube updates, so you will have all the same skills. Covers the Japanese candlestick, chart patterns, support and resistance, why I use EMAs over trend lines, Fibonacci's, divergences, and again, using these all together to profit using them. I've also got a discount on my course at the moment, which ends at the end of this month. So that's down to £100. You also gain free access to my Discord community for the next 3 months, where you can expect to be a part of 12 to 24 group mentorship calls. If you want something that's a bit more personalized to your needs, then join my one-to-one mentorship plan. You can choose 5 or 10 hours of my one-to-one help, and included will be the 3 months free in the community, as well as my 6-hour long video course.